Hey everyone, welcome back. Mark DeVoe here. Welcome to A Conscious Time, and welcome to this channel where we discuss all things navigating this world through the eyes of awareness, a bird's eye view, a non-judgmental view, a guiltless view, and those have been my pivotal and biggest changes where I've dropped guilt and dropped judgment, knowing that we are all doing the best we can based on the awareness and what we've been handed to, or our cards dealt with in life. And in that current stage, we are all ultimately doing the best we can. So if we drop doubt, guilt, judgment, you'll see in your own life, go and experience yourself, you'll see the pivotal change there. Anyway, let's jump into this video, which is beware what you share with others, subjective versus creative, and roughly based on Neville Goddard, the power of awareness. Just to go back, we discuss all things in this channel, bridging spirituality or spiritualism with pragmaticism. So we talk about all things quite in depthly on a high level of spirituality, but also to walk away with real world pragmatic applications. We are all spiritual beings, but we all are navigating in these 3D or material bodies, as it were. Anyway, let's jump into the video, which I'll repeat. The title is Beware What You Share with Others. So and then bridging again with Neville Goddard. I've spoken a little bit about Neville Goddard. I will put a link again, which I've probably done in a couple of my other videos, the power of awareness. This is what started my journey of the power of awareness and using your imagination and using your thoughts and how you create life, basically. So check that link out. Check out a lot of Neville Goddard stuff. I've spoken about some of his stuff in my previous videos, so you can also see some of those videos before. But let's just jump back into the video. Beware what you share with others. And this was sparked by one evening where I was looking on YouTube, and there was a video that came up. It was something, one of the titles was "I only have 3 months to live," or something along those lines. I can't exactly remember, but I just jumped into it, and I was interested to see what this was all about. It was a chap that was saying his doctor's only given him 3 months to live, and straight away I thought, just based on everything I know of the power of awareness and that how thoughts have energy, frequency, vibration, and how you create with your thoughts, I just thought that was, maybe in my opinion, and you can let me know what your thoughts are, I don't think that was maybe such a good idea to share something like that on YouTube with all your followers. You don't know who your followers are, firstly. How are they perceiving it? Now you've sown the seed into those subscribers' minds to create energetically that thought that you have just told people. So you'll always hear doctors, I'm sure you've always heard that, I've heard it countless times, where doctors given the diagnosis of you've only got such and such time to live, and that person ends up dying so at that specific time, like 3 to 6 months later. So look, I'm not saying that when it's your time, it's your time, but I do the power of your mind over matter is it's a whole nother topic, but you've just got to be careful of what you accept, what you believe, and what's being told to you. Firstly, that you're listening to the doctor that's saying that you could actually potentially recover. Sure, that could be debatable. Ultimately, I live, and I'm sure a lot of my viewers or you guys out there live on a higher level where your mind is in control ultimately, and your body is the slave. Again, that's another whole nother topic. I don't want to go down that road right now, but the main thing to walk away from this video is just be careful what the thoughts that you share with people, because that has energy, frequency, and vibration. It's creative. It's a creative force. You are thinking something. If it's negative, you are sharing that with other people. If that is the wrong audience, they're going to create that as well, and it's only going to enhance that potential situation. If you look at placebo effects, for instance, and saline solutions, when there's a high statistic of recovery just from giving people or a placebo effect. You can do a lot of research on that, on the placebo effect. So you can start to tie in how thoughts have the energy and frequency and vibration, and have a creative force behind it. So going back to be careful or beware what you share with others. So if it's of a negative nature, that's potentially going to add more power. No one has power over you but that which you believe about yourself, and you can go out there and experience that. Don't take my word for it. I've experienced certain healings, but I've experienced more tangibly in my life in terms of my work environment, my home environment, and multiple other environments where I've used a thought imaginative process, changed my thought process about, for instance, a boss where I had a very negative relationship, and I changed how I viewed him. As Neville Goddard talks about, if you see a homeless person or homeless person on the side of the street, stop seeing that person as homeless, start seeing that person as successful, and you perhaps have the power to start changing that. So it just starts making you think, what are our thoughts? What are we getting fed? What are we getting primed as well? I hope I'm not jumping around too much and making sense, but now if you look at mainstream media, news, information that is getting put out there and primed and getting sown into the conscious or subconscious, so my little kid, the subconscious mind. So it just makes you think, what are our thoughts, and what are we creating out there? So I do hope this is making a lot of sense. I know I've experienced these things. I've changed my outlook. I've changed my thoughts. So when you become aware of this, now you can really start narrowing down and see the effects that has. So going back to the video of this guy that said he was only had 3 months to live, he's put that out there. So that's a negative. Maybe that's more of a negative case scenario, but now you can use that to your advantage in terms of a positive case scenario. What do you want to create in your life? Now you can think of who you want to share that with. If you share that with the wrong audience, then those people can maybe switch that into a negative realm. But for instance, in my life, I've used that as a positive outlook or outcome that I would like. So I will, if it's work, if you're going through a challenging time, you could be very negative and say, sales are down, or the industry is bad, this has been affected, etc., etc. You could somehow switch that into a positive realm. You're not deceiving yourself, but as you know, anything is possible. So you are looking for the pointers that is potentially true. Sure, maybe a market's down, but where there's a market that is down, that there's an opportunity to be had as well. So again, are you subjective or are you creative? So now you can take that another step, and you can start sharing maybe positive outlooks that you want in life with key figures in your life. Maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a close friends and colleagues that you share your positive outlook that you want. Maybe it's a sales target or an outcome that you want, and you share that with those people. Maybe someone asks you, how's life going? How are things going? How's your relationship going? You don't have to deceive people, but you can say, maybe it's challenging, but these are some, positive outlooks that you could now venture into. Maybe it's, things are challenging, but things are looking up. I'm sure things are going to turn around. I've been putting a lot of time and effort, so I'm going to make sure I reach this target at such a time. These are just loose examples, but I think you get the gist of be aware of what you share with others, because if it's negative, you're going to give that strength. If it's positive and it's shared with the right people, you're going to give that strength as well. Ultimately, it rests down on you and how you perceive yourself and how you perceive your thoughts and the power that you have. So let me just look down and make sure. So the takeaway with this is that you're either subject to the world, or, and I've always said this in a lot of my other videos, what is the solution to that? You are going to you need to be spirit-led. Is the if you're not spirit-led, you're led by something else, other thoughts, other influences. And what is that priming us? What is that priming you towards? So I hope that does make sense. So to walk away with this, be careful who you share your thoughts with. Positively share it with the right people. Be spirit-led. Don't be subject to the world and what is getting primed. Question why is that information coming to you? What is the outcome that they want? Maybe humanity or a sector of people to believe in. There's always an agenda, whether it's positive, negative, there's always some sort of agenda. So hopefully this tracks, navigate this world through eyes of awareness, and let me know your thoughts, experiences. At the end of the day, what you experience, you can't take away. Go out, experience what I'm saying to you, and through the eyes of awareness, you will see that. See a boss or colleague in the right light. See your partner or your wife or your siblings in the right light. See your future in the right light, and share it with the right people. So let me know what you think. Share, subscribe if you think this adds value or could add value to others. See you on the next one.